Welcome. So, because all of you are taking photos of me, let's see. Please smile there. Oh, very good indeed. So, we're going to put that up on the website in a minute. Welcome, partners, media, and a lot of colleagues in the room I see. I regret to say that we probably should have picked an even larger room. And in a way, I'm happy about that. That's good news. I'm going to speak for a few minutes before I hand over to my colleague Stefan Stadler, who will guide you through the news of NAB and a lot of the exciting things that we are showcasing in this event. I'm Mikael Allén, but call me Michael. I'm the CEO of Vizrt since 6 months now. And boy, what 6 months, you know. I've been super impressed by the innovation of this company over my first 6 months. It's a great team to work with. And you know, what impressed me the most when I came on board was the power of innovation. You know, Vizrt is all about delivering tools to our customers so they can deliver value and differentiation to their end customers. And I think we do that through innovation. I've been visiting a lot of customers over my first few months, of course. That's how you learn when you're a new guy. And I asked all the customers, so why do you work with Vizrt and what can we do more for you? And they all say approximately the same thing. It's about the power of innovation. And if they want anything more, they want even more innovation. And that's why we are investing heavily in R&D every year, and we will continue to do so. Innovation is not only about cool stuff, it's also about efficiency. And if you look at the industry today, the changing landscape, you know, will push down production cost, or actually is a need to push down production cost. And we have innovation for that as well. So when you are visiting the booth, check out all the automation things we are providing. They are gaining a lot of traction in the US at the moment, so I think it's worthwhile checking out a little bit extra. I believe you will be very impressed of what we have on display. At least I'm very proud of what we're going to show you in the coming through 3 days. It is. 2017 has started very well for the company. A few words on business. Good acceleration in the first 3 months. We have grown about 35% in Americas when it comes to order intake. That shows that we are in a positive trend, and that's important. If we're going to deliver innovation, we need to continue to grow and be profitable, and we are. Since we met here at NAB, well, I wasn't here, but when you met Vizrt at NAB last time, since then we added some 33 new names just to our customer base here in the US, and I think that's super good. 2017 was a year of big events, one of the biggest, the Super Bowl of our industry, the American election, was a great milestone event for us. Almost every single US broadcaster was using Vizrt tools to create something fantastic for their end customers. But not only them, most of the international broadcasters used it as well to create really fantastic things. And some of the VAR and AR stuff will be discussed by Stefan in a minute, and that's impressive. Also, customers like Vice Media and Washington Post was using our tools through the election, and we were obviously happy and proud to see that. A lot of other events in 2017 was in sports. It was a very hectic sports year with UEFA Euro 2016. We had Copa America, and we have the Rio Olympics, and we were all there. We were involved in all these events. In sports, we have delivered on our promise on innovation again, and when you visit our booth, you will be impressed by a long range of news. We are also putting in an extra push into the sports market in the US this year, and I believe that will be exciting, and I am sure it will be successful. Well, that's to start this off, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to hand over the microphone to Stefan that will lead you through some of the exciting news that we're going to showcase. So Stefan, please come up on stage. Thank you.
Well, here we are. I actually just start with, I love this phrase that it's the Super Bowl of our industry, the US elections. As I am a sports guy, I love this sentence because the Super Bowl for me is the biggest event, not the US elections. But both, I guess, have their merits in being the biggest events, and we have been part of both, of course. Let me start first by talking a little bit about what we're doing with virtual studios. Augmented reality is everywhere. Storytelling is super important, and with immersive graphics, we can actually help the storytelling in a broadcast to cover all of these events. We are building fully virtual studios, and we're also building hybrid virtual and physical studios, so where we're basically expanding the physical range of a studio by adding virtual elements to it. And this is a rising trend in our industry. And I just want to show you one quick video of what Vizrt is doing in this area. So we saw a lot of different examples of our applications, and I just wanted to put that a little bit on a map to show you the scale of what we're doing with virtual studios. We have now almost 200 virtual studios live on air as of today. And I think this makes us the largest provider of virtual sets and virtual studios in this industry. And I think this is great. And of course, this only shows a subset of all the different clients around the globe that we're having. But we also have been at the forefront of innovation when it comes to virtual studios and virtual applications of graphics. For example, we actually have been doing for the Super Bowl a very special project where we put immersive graphics onto the field of play using a wired camera, the so-called sky cams in this. And we have been part of that. And there's a couple of reasons why our customers are actually choosing our solutions amongst others. And one of them is of course flexibility. So our studios are easy to set up for studios both indoor and also outdoor event productions. And versatility is key on these things. And you saw that in the video where we actually show that you can have virtual studios in combination with different kind of graphic solutions, whether that is combinations with the video walls that are in there, or putting that together with touch screens. That is also where we show our versatility. One of the biggest news that we have here on show is actually we show how we merge gaming and live broadcast visualizations together. So we have a partnership now with Epic and the Unreal Engine game engine. And we will demonstrate that at this NAB show in our big AR show. And that actually combines the best of both worlds. It combines the best of breed game engine together with the best of breed broadcast graphics engine and compositor, the Viz engine. And why is this important? Why is this good for our customers? Because it actually allows our customers to bring Unreal assets and all the creativity on the gaming side within the Viz engine and thus within a broadcast production environment. And of course, this also opens up new applications also in, for example, in the esports environment, another growing market segment for us as a company. And as I said, we will bring all of that together on the big AR show. And I think it's safe to say that this is the largest live virtual studio application at NAB. We have live augmented reality graphics, we combine that with interactive graphics. We will show the Unreal Engine as part of that show as well. We have data-driven graphics, and we also show the pure rendering power that our platform can bring to customers worldwide. But it's also important to note that we're, future-proofing innovations. I mean, Mikael said that quite a bit, that we're investing quite a lot in innovations. And for us, this is important. This is actually the heartbeat of our company. It's also important to say that it's crucial for our customers to be the first with all breaking news or with live sporting events, so that the stories that they're actually building, that they can pick up traction and momentum as the event evolves. We showed last year at NAB, we showed this story as one of those future-proof innovations, where we basically showed a live online video editing solution. And that was actually developed to help broadcasters to produce more content of even higher quality, much faster, and to reach a wider audience than today. And it's not a complicated tool. It's a right-sized tool so that pretty much everyone can use that to produce content online. Last year at NAB, we actually introduced that into the market as a tech preview. And now it is fully live, it's released, and it's deployed at our first customers. Now I'll show you a quick video of what this story is. So we believe that this story is the #1 tool for on-demand video storytelling. And if you want to try it out, and you can, and even my kids actually use that tool, you can actually log into vizstory.com and try it out for yourself. I can assure you it's a very great experience to simply upload some videos, do some editing, and have terrific looking graphics as part of your video stories that you then can publish to social media or any other online distribution channels. It allows media companies to quickly create compelling video stories with our best-of-breed graphics engine that is part of this story as well. And I'm happy to talk a little bit about one project that we've been doing for Discovery Networks. We will release a PR later today detailing a very interesting live sports customer case with this story and Discovery Networks Norway. You will have it, the press will have it in their press packs that is on your seat, and you're the first to know. We'll release it later today. So Discovery Networks in Norway, they needed a rapid video editing tool to exploit their newly acquired exclusive rights to the Norwegian Football League. And of course, if you're doing a sporting event, that actually unfolds as the video, as the game goes. And of course, when you're actually looking at a highlighted chance or a goal, you pretty much want to start right away editing that story. And that's what we could do. We tied into our media asset management system, which is the Vizrt system, that actually then allows us to access all the video as it's still recording into the media asset management system, and allow a journalist to quickly look at that, put some great looking graphics on it, and then just publish it right away to social media. And that has been the key to Discovery Networks to choose our solution so that they can unbelievably rapidly hit social media channels or digital distribution channels with quick short-form video stories. On top of that, we're actually at NAB will showcase, I have to say, if the connectivity and the bandwidth allows, to show the first glimpse of how this story could be used in a clouded environment. This is straight from the lab. Vizrt has always tried to align the solutions that we're building to the client needs. And that was the biggest client need that we heard. They said, we want to have this story, but we don't want to have it on an on-premise solution. We actually just want to use it in the clouded environment. And of course, we have been investing quite a bit into cloudifying our platform and our products. For example, the Vizrt engine, which is our real-time compositor, it's used in the cloud already. We have partners that actually deploy these engines in the cloud to drive their own solutions in a cloud offering. And we will show here how story can be used in a cloudified environment. So why is this interesting? What is the purpose of it? The problem is always like journalists, they're naturally not they're out in the field. So they need to have access to the tools they need to actually build stories. And they can't have that by actually logging into the servers that are on the premise. It also helps our customers with scalability and elasticity. So when they actually need more bandwidth of creating stories in a cloudified environment, that will help them quite a bit. And last but not least, it hopefully is also a cost efficiency thing for our customers. The last bit I want to talk about, and again, we're talking about innovations, we're talking about that we want to be future-proof in terms of the production tools that we're building. And one of the things that you heard, of course, a lot is IP productions. So let's talk about that a little bit. And if you have followed us in the past, we have been at the forefront of those IP production standards as how they evolved. So we have been a member of all the major communities, as well as the AIMS Alliance. We also teamed up with NewTek, for example, on their NDI standard. And as you're probably aware of, it seems that we're now actually getting a unified standard. At least we hope we get that, and it's close to reality. And it will be most probably the SMPTE 2110 standard. And that is what we will have new on show. We will actually show that the Vizrt engine in a SMPTE 2110 together with our partner Matrox in an IP production solution. And that is just part of it, how we support customers on our way to an IP production future. And I have to say here that Vizrt has already been partaking in live IP production. So it's not that this is new to us. We're actually working with companies already in doing live productions on IP standards. With that, I thank you and have a good show.